In what appears to be dramatic turn of events, the defection tsunami hit APC as one of the senators from Katsina, Senator Musa Yar'Adua, eventually dumps APC. The reason why he decided to dump APC, having watched the administration of APC under Tinubu are not living up to the promise or expectations of Nigerians. It is a very worrisome development as uh, more people continue to dump APC while others defect to APC. Now, the question is, for those dumping APC, what could be their reasons? And those defecting to APC, what could be their motives? Indeed, this is what the senator has to say for dumping APC. And we'll give you opportunity to react to these developments and eventually uh, make your own informed decision based on the current realities. Is the position or reasons why he gave for dumping APC verifiable? Is it consistent with the current realities, economic realities, security-wise, and the rest of them? And those who are defecting to APC, what would have prompted them? Is it based on competence, based on meeting the needs and the expectations of Nigerians, or possibly exceeding them, that could have wooed them into the party? It is an important subject we must discuss, honestly, as a matter of national concern. Let's double into that at this time. Senator Abubakar Sadiq Yardua, who represented Castina Central at the National Assembly, has stormed up Progressive Congress APC for the African Democratic Congress. You know, as I rightly said, that this is a defection tsunami that is much anticipated, well, in latter in the course of the political build up to 2027, but it is happening more earlier than expected. You can't imagine that, because definitely what goes around comes around. As people are defecting to SPC for obvious reasons, best known to them, definitely the first tsunami will hit APC at the eve of time. But interestingly, that is happening more earlier than in the siege. The north will swarm, of course, to ADC. It's just a matter of time. Now, look at his position. The reason why he said APC is no longer a place to be. Recall, the current minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, once upon a time called APC as, or described APC as a cancer. You see that he has nothing to do with APC. Eventually, the cancer has even eaten him up, because if you said APC is cancer and you are now inside the cancer, you know what that means. You definitely will be eaten up by that. So this is an average Nigerian politician which cannot be trusted. Don't trust their words, even when it's been given. That is just the case. They will tell you that is politics. You see, the politics of bigotry, of bitterness, of emptiness, and self-driven interest, not of national interest, not of ideology, and the rest of them. So when you see these politicians making certain pragmatic moves, sensitive moves, they are doing that for obvious reasons. They are trying, of course, to play safe, to be at the possibility of remaining relevant within the corridor of power. Or if they've been said there could be a change of government, they will immediately align and realign with any party they believe could have a better prospect in the course of time. Now, in his resignation letter addressed to the World Party chairman, dated 28th of July, Yar'Adua accused the APC-led government of imposing policies that have undermined, destroyed, and desecrated the lives, welfare, dignity, lands, and livelihood of the people. The government has truly become what Malam Nasri Erufai would refer to as urban bandits, or in my view, bandits in government. Yaradua stated, as alleged, it is quite interesting that Yaradua, referring to the position of Nasir El-Rufai, that the government of APC is more or less bandits. It is a very disturbing development, but he said that this one, he, in his own view, he described that as bandits in government. Wow, this is a very interesting development as the political atmosphere continue to build up towards 2027. It is a very interesting consider the points he raised and see if we could relate it to what is happening currently within Nigeria. He said that he accused the government of APC of imposing policies that have undermined, destroyed, and desecrated the lives, welfare, dignity, land, and livelihood of the people. Is that correct? Can we relate that possibility within the current economic, political, and life of the people? Of course, that is the reason why Nigerians are calling for displacement of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. The reason why Nigerians are saying today that Buhari's administration was a safe haven, was to be considered as an Eldorado to the Tinubu's administration, just barely 2 years in office. It is a very disturbing development. We have more displaced, internally displaced persons under the watch of Ahmed Bola Tinubu than ever envisaged or imagined in the history of Nigeria independence. It is a very disturbing development. Today, the welfare of Nigerians being prioritized by the same government, where there's a place of dignity, where Nigerians are eventually feeding in dustbins, feeding in dustbins as luxuries, where majority of the young ones are taking towards crime and criminality at increase. There are organ harvesting, money rituals, and the rest of them. It is very disturbing development. The land is being ravaged by invaders, by assailants, displacing, dislodging communities and reoccupying the same communities under the watch of the Grand Commander of the Armed Forces and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. You begin to ask, why is it almost becoming impossible for this state of insecurity to be nipped at the bud? Who is interested in the killing of Nigerians to remain relevant and gain some monetary inducement or political gains? It is a very disturbing development. The government took an oath of allegiance to protect the territorial integrity of the Nigerian state and her people, our population, as a matter of fact. But today, what is the case? The reverse eventually is the case. Now I'm talking about the livelihood in of the people. Most Nigerians are jobless. Most Nigerians have lost their source of livelihood, not because they are lazy, because of the economic hardship, government anti-policies, people anti-policies that have drove several multinationals out of the country. They were forced out of the country because they could no longer survive. That viability and sustainability is no longer visible within the Nigeria. The cost of running business goes on these business enterprises, of course, force them out of Nigeria to other neighboring countries to invest and recoup their investment. That is very disturbing, and that have led to several millions of Nigerians becoming redundant, having no source of livelihood. It is a very disturbing development, and being that even the farmers will no longer go to farm because of insecurity, this height of insecurity rocking the entire regions of this country. No part of the country is safe. The terrorists have literally occupied different regions, the entire forest bed across the west, the south, the east. The north is being taken over. And you begin to ask, what exactly is happening? What is the intention of these people? As a matter of fact, no state is spared. It's very disturbing development. And what is the intention of these people occupying the forest, not allowing the farmers to go to farm to carry out the farming activities? What does that mean? Hunger. It's been projected that over 34 million Nigerians is dying as a result of hunger, starvation. Now, what does that tell you? In a country that is blessed with arable lands, with agrarian opportunities, but sadly, insecurity is putting everyone at the edge of extinction. Very disturbing development. Now, you can now appreciate the reason why uh, Abubakar Yaradua uh, have to dump APC in that regard. Well, he said the government has truly become what Malam Nasri Erufai will refer to as urban bandits. In his own terms of view, he considers it as bandits in government. That is very interesting development. Katsina Senator Yaradua has vowed in another new development that the public should disregard such speculations of dumping the APC party, that he remains loyal to Tinubu's administration and to the government of APC. As it's been reported that he claims that I won't leave APC, Katsina Senator Yaradua vows. Well, his reasons for saying this, let's, of course, just run through this. He said the chairman of the Northern Senators Forum, NSF, Senator Abubakar Musa Yaradua, who represents Casino Central in the National Assembly, has vowed not to leave the ruling All Progressive Congress APC for any other political party. This is another development. He dismissed reports suggesting that he was planning to leave APC for another platform, reaffirming his commitment to the ruling party. Well, this is quite interesting, honestly. Um, Argument front and back in that regard. In a statement he personally signed and released in Abuja, the lawmaker, who also chairs the Senate Committee on Army, labeled the report as false and a product of deliberate media mischief. I wish to categorically affirm my unwavering commitment and support for All Progressive Congress. I urge the press to disregard any speculative headlines suggesting my defections from the party. It is essential to clarify that not all individuals sharing the Yaradua surname imply a political association with me. I believe certain media outlets are engaging in mischief by making such insinuations that I have defected from the APC. It is quite an interesting development, honestly. Now, who do we believe in this important subject? We're not building the argument around an individual, Abubakar Yaradua, but are studying deeper, going deeper into and reflecting over the current economic situations, realities today. Regardless of whatever might be out there, I believe people are feeling the impacts, both negative or positive, as far as this administration is concerned. We want to get to know what is your own perspective regarding all these political jamborees being expressed at the eve of the political dispensation build up towards 2027. Are you comfortable with this administration of APC? As some persons have argued that APC remains a nightmare to the Nigerian populace, it will be a battle between APC and Nigerians come 2027. And some are expressing their unwavering support and loyalty to the government of Tinubu and APC. Well, some might argue that these are beneficiaries of the system. Otherwise, there could be no reason for identifying with this government that's been perceived to have failed Nigerians woefully. And for the very reason Nigerians are experiencing the worst excruciating pain ever in the history of Nigeria. There will never be such a time that Nigerians are complaining, suffering with bitterness and level of frustration, honestly. Well, that being said, let's get to know your own perspective regarding this. What is your assessment or evaluation of the current realities? Do you support the APC party to continue in government beyond 2027? Or do you think there could be, of course, a change of policy or possibly a change of government? Let's get to know via the comment section. Meanwhile, if you're joining us for the first time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification button for more political discourse. Just take time, a seconds to just like this video, share, and also subscribe to that. If you have been with us, thanks for always standing by. It's a very interesting moment. I want you to take advantage of the comment section. Let us know what you feel and react to this development. Eventually, what is important is what do Nigerians need at this time? What are the most important issues, concerns raised by Nigerians? It's not a subject of who is defecting or not, but the place of governance, competence, and service to humanity should be prioritized beyond all this mere political jingoism, endless rhetorics. It is very interesting that we get to understand this. It is high time the political class stop dribbling and taking undue advantage of the masses. The masses understood that their life, their destiny, and posterity is at stake. It is time to rise to take that destiny in their hands by making sure they take responsibility of who becomes their next president. Whatever be the case, we'll continue to bring your way the unbiased reportage of defense. Keeping it real has been our commitment, and to this end, we'll come your way. Thanks for watching. Always a pleasure. Bye for now.